Imagine a life where your money works for you, where each dollar you invest plants a seed for the future. Real estate can turn that dream into a reality, but only if you start wisely. Whether you want financial freedom, an extra income stream, or a first step toward wealth, stay with me as we count down the top 10 real estate investment strategies for beginners. And trust me, you'll want to hear #1. It's the hidden gem most new investors overlook, but can truly fast-track your path to wealth. Let's kick things off with the classic rental properties. Yes, being a landlord might sound intimidating at first, but here's the real scoop. By renting out a property, you create an asset that pays you month after month. It's like having the golden goose that keeps laying eggs. Now, does it require effort? Sure, but for every repair and tenant call, you're building wealth with the property's equity. And remember, real estate appreciates over time. So you're not just making money now, you're investing in future value. Quick question. Ever met a landlord in their 20s? They're rare, but they're out there. Will you be next? Strategy number 9 is one of the smartest hacks out there, and it's perfect for anyone getting started. House hacking. Imagine buying a duplex, living in one unit, and renting out the other. Your tenant helps pay your mortgage while you live practically for free. Think of it as living rent-free and building wealth at the same time. And if you're strategic, you could even profit from day one. It's like winning at Monopoly in real life. So now that you're living rent-free, let's talk about a way to grow wealth without managing tenants yourself. Ever wish you could invest in real estate without lifting a finger? Well, that's REITs for you. Real estate investment trusts. These are companies that own income-producing real estate, and you buy shares just like you would in a stock. The beauty, REITs pay out dividends, so you're getting income without all the work. For beginners, this is the ultimate way to dip your toes into real estate and see some returns without needing to worry about property management. Less work, same money, count me in. But let's take it up a notch, because Strategy 7 can open doors to investments you never dreamed of. Welcome to the world of real estate crowdfunding. Picture this, you, alongside hundreds of other investors, pooling money to buy a huge apartment building or a luxury property that would normally be out of reach. With crowdfunding platforms, you can own a piece of large-scale real estate for as little as a few $100s. It's like getting VIP access to high-end investments without paying the high-end price. But what if you're feeling a bit more hands-on? Let's talk about a strategy that's all about adding value. Next up, we have the PowerHouse strategy known as BRRRR. Buy, renovate, rent, refinance, repeat. Buy, renovate, rent, refinance, repeat. It's as systematic as it sounds, and here's why it works. You start with a property that needs some love, you fix it up, rent it out to cover costs, refinance to pull out the equity, and, you guessed it, repeat. BRRRR, buy, renovate, rent, refinance, repeat, lets you grow your portfolio without constantly needing more cash upfront. Sounds good, right? But hold on, because the next strategy is about fast profits and could be even more exciting. Ever seen those shows where someone buys a rundown house, renovates it, and sells it for a profit? That's fix and flip. And yes, it's risky but very rewarding if done right. Here's how it works. You buy low, renovate smartly, and sell high. Every flip has the potential to yield thousands in profit, but remember, it's crucial to know your market and your budget. Let's just say it's a bit more than slapping on a fresh coat of paint. You might actually have to roll up your sleeves. Now, what if you want something a bit less intense but equally profitable? Vacation rentals. Think Airbnb. This strategy is perfect if you live in a touristy area or own a property close to popular attractions. With short-term rentals, you can earn more in a week than you might with a long-term rental over a month. Of course, there's more management involved, but with platforms like Airbnb, it's become much easier. But it's not for the faint of heart. Vacation rentals can be demanding. Ready for something that doesn't involve guests at all? Now, let's talk about wholesaling. In wholesaling, you don't actually buy the property yourself. Instead, you find a property for sale at a great price, put it under contract, and sell the contract to another buyer. Think of it as flipping contracts instead of houses. The payoff? You get a slice of profit without spending a fortune. Now let's dive into a creative way to invest that can create a win-win for you and the renter. Next up, we have rent-to-own, a smart option for investors who want to attract committed tenants. Here you rent out a property with the option for the tenant to buy it later. Why does this matter? Rent-to-own typically attracts tenants who see the property as a future home, meaning they're often more responsible and willing to pay a premium Plus, you can make extra income while potentially securing a sale. Ready for the ultimate strategy? The one that can transform the way you think about investing? Finally, we arrive at commercial real estate. While it may seem out of reach, commercial properties like office buildings, retail spaces, and industrial warehouses offer some of the highest returns. Imagine leasing space to established businesses on long-term contracts. With the right property, commercial real estate can be a game changer, taking your investment portfolio to a whole new level. And there you have it, 10 powerful ways to break into real estate investing. But remember, these aren't just ideas, they're opportunities. The real question is, how will you take the first step? Are you ready to make a decision today that your future self will thank you for?